Welcome to episode 1 of the Daily Shlog with Highland Cycles. It's a new year, and like a lot of people, I'm setting New Year's resolutions, and I'm going to the gym. It's only a little after 6, so it's not super early. Hey, we made it to the shop. Like I said earlier, welcome to episode 1 of the Daily Shlog here at Highland Cycles. And I figured I'd give you guys a little tour around the shop, because, I don't know, maybe you haven't seen it all. So, real quick, that's my area. Red toolbox is full of just kind of extra stuff and special tools. Blue toolbox is all my main stuff. Got the suspension teardown zone right over there. Got 2 extra lifts over here for when we get another mechanic, which we desperately need come this spring. Here is the showroom. Not huge, but it's pretty cool. There's Daisy. There's a really cool MX360 that a buddy owns. He's just here showing it off, really. The Knobby Lobby. Full of all our knobby tires and a few street tires, but we mainly deal with dirt bikes. Front desk right over there, which is where Zach hangs out most of the time, answering the phone, which is ringing right now, which is weird because it's early. And back here, we got our parts room. Lots of stuff. Oh, fridge. Oil filters, all that good stuff. And here is where we store the motorcycles inside so they stay warm and happy while they're either waiting to be worked on or waiting to be picked up. Back door back there goes out to where we wash bikes, and we have a pen out there where we store ATVs and snowmobiles and stuff like that that we can't fit in here. So, yeah, there we go. First task of the day is push this stuff out so people know we're open. Lots of fun. We got mail. So exciting. From Jim Sheely. I think I know what it is. I'm pretty excited. Let's find out. Yeah. I'm excited to try one of these out. He ended up getting 2. You can do it with an air hammer. So that's even cooler. So awesome. Thanks, Jim. Stoked. Alright, so super duper quick tip here. These screws totally suck. And you can see that one is already kind of messed up. So we need to get it out of there. And you can use an impact, you can use all kinds of things, but let me just show you a trick that a lot of times works. Before you go getting all the special tools out or a drill to take that thing off, screwdriver in there, good sharp one, see? Nice and sharp and clean. Put that in there, and then take a hammer, just tap, and click, there we go. A lot of times, those threads are just tight, and all you need to do is give them a shock to release them. Was working on that thing as part of my collaboration with Eric, and it's being a giant pain. But things are a little slow around the shop right now, so I'm going to finish putting numbers on this. I put Daisy, I got her front number plate, which looks awesome for when I'm racing it, and I don't need a headlight. Obviously still got the motor-mounted headlight for it. But now I'm putting numbers on the back, so I figure I'll show you kind of how I do that. It's not real hard, but there's a couple tricks to it. So if you haven't watched before, I do have a installing graphics video on here on YouTube, but a quick, easy version of that if you don't want to watch that whole video. If you do, I'll put a link in the description. But key, soapy water. I'm going to take soapy water. You don't need to put a ton of it on there. Get that on there. And get our numbers. By the way, I use DecalWorks. They are hands down the best setup I've ever used for the custom stuff and for these. they're just awesome. Sean Murdoch there is phenomenal. He is just super easy to work with. They're crazy fast. They'll install stuff on plastic if you want, if you don't want to do it yourself. Anyway, a little bit of soapy water. Peel this sucker off. And what that soapy water does is it lets you put them on there and then still move it a little bit before it's actually stuck. Because honestly, getting all the holes and all the edges lined up is kind of hard, no matter what you're dealing with. And it's nice to be able to kind of peel, move, and peel, move. So, kind of line her up. I always like to get the holes lined up first because that's really hard to fix later. The other key is some sort of heat. I got a heat gun. Hairdryer works actually, honestly, probably better because it doesn't get too hot. But this helps you then be able to bend and move it and get all the water out of there. So I start at the high points of the numbers. So like down here and then working up through the dip and over here into the dip. You start at the high point and then work out. That makes it a lot easier. You just want to warm it up. Again, one of the deals is you don't want to get it too hot or you'll melt the graphics. And then you got to start over and get new. It sucks. But see, you can just use your hand. I have this cool guy squeegee. It's nice, but you definitely don't have to use it. And honestly, I feel like it kind of scratches up the plastic, so I don't use it unless I absolutely have to. Get it all stuck down pretty good. Then you're going to let it kind of sit, and you kind of come back and look at it, and just use your hand, and you can push the bubbles out. And when you do, a lot of times you get water coming out because it's just coming out. And that's another awesome part about having a little bit of soapy water on there. It lets you push and squeegee that stuff out and get the bubbles out. And again, heat helps with that too. Sweet, there we go. Take a look. Looks nice. Got the front number plate on there. Other numbers are on. Think she might be ready to go racing. Hopefully in March. We're going to get out. Might make it down to the first RMEC race down in Texas. That's kind of the goal. So, yeah. I think she's ready to rock and roll as soon as my hip is. Well, there we go. The end of the first Shlog, episode number 1. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm actually super excited about doing this journey of a Shlog every day. Again, that's shop log instead of using the word vlog like everybody else. And obviously the pun is intended. It's going to be fun. We're going to do one every day that we're open. I hope you guys like it. If you do, share it. Give us a thumbs up. Tell your friends about it. We're going to be just doing everything. Working on bikes, talking about what it looks like to run a business. Like today, for instance, I had a lovely one from Takaraki. I was checking my bank account, and it was way lower than it should have been. And I'm like, God, you know, freaked out as a business owner, especially a small business owner. Little things make big differences. And I'm like, so I was freaking out. It's already slow. It's already not my favorite time of year as far as that goes. And I see that Takaraki billed me 2 times for very, very expensive track kits for ATVs. And we got a deposit on the first, you know, obviously on one because we only ordered one. And we got billed twice. I was like, oh, that's lovely. So I called them. I had to deal with that. It turns out that the guy who was supposed to do the special orders was not there when we placed the special order because it's not a thing that they just have in a warehouse. And his secretary or person, whatever, I don't know, anyway, went ahead and did the order. Good job, way to go. But when he got back into work today, he billed us again. So hopefully we don't get 2 sets of tracks. But they got it fixed, I guess. But now I got to wait probably 2 days before the money comes back. It's a stinking hassle, man. And that's just one of the lovely things about running a small business, is dealing with stuff like that. And if you're a multi-trillion-dollar business, $3,500 isn't a big deal, and you sort it out. But for me, it is. So that was awesome. But we got it sorted out, so that was cool. It's slow. These logs will get longer and more complicated as time goes on and more bikes come in. But again, thanks guys for watching. I appreciate it. Get out there, spread the gospel of two wheels, and really, I hope desperately that you find some time to ride your dirt bikes!